Yeah, David Dread of Steel Pulse, and I'm saying hail to Lion Voice because it's time that the lion have its voice, have its own story. Says I'm stepping out here. Hear me now. Yeah, the lion's voice. Raw.
What do you have to tell the people about Rastafari?
Light to the world. The king of kings and the conquering lion of the tribe of Judah. Elect himself. Where's my ruler? Hey yo! Yeah. Hail them high, hail the black king on the 23rd of July. So tell them guy who praise God up in the sky, it's a lie. The Almighty living on your night. From ancient time them a try. Them Romans know them just open them suit and ties. Criminals ain't got no alibi, they stole my people. Then them come without them genocide.
Are you talking about slavery?
Them couldn't kill. The lion will come conquer Judah tribe. Go through tribulation, and I strive, see sufferation, and I still rise. That's why we tell them in America, live Rastafari in every ghetto area. We come to tell them in a Toronto, straight at it.
You know. Number 5, forgiveness. With the overstanding and the patience, you have to have forgiveness. I know my queen since we were teenagers, and we broke up at that time, not under the best circumstances, but when we came together again, my queen had no malice in her heart. That was one of the endearing things that made me know she was my queen. She didn't have 1 ounce of malice. She never said, why, blah, blah, blah. Nothing like that. You know, inquire how things are, and you could see genuinely she glad to see me and wishing I the best and intrigued with the journey. And that is the irony of forgiveness. You have to have that because we're human beings. Your queen or your king may do something that hurts from time to time or within the journey, because it's a long distance journey and people are flawed. But in order to overcome, you have to have that iron of forgiveness, and this is what we need. I don't want to see any more broken Rastafari families. You know, I don't like seeing single parent homes within the Rastafari family. We want to change that culture. We want to ensure, and usually sistren are coming in through the brethren, so usually you meet a sistren who's not Rastafari, and because of the brethren livity, the sistren is going to trot up over time. So as brethren, again, this is why this channel, we're doing relationship topics, because we want to set that Rastafari man standard, because it starts with us as brethren in rebuilding a new way forward. Our elders were living on survival, so everything that they did is a blessing, and we give thanks for what they did for I and I. We give thanks for our elders and what they did for I and I. But we have a responsibility. You know, our elders saw His Majesty in the flesh. If you look at the Groundation episode we just had, we saw His Majesty visited Jamaica. Our elders look upon the face of His Majesty. I was born in 1977. I'm from the generation of them that seek His face. We never had a chance to look His Majesty in the face. We had to seek Him. Books and video. Brethren in the comments say we give thanks for the video that His Majesty come in the time of the camera. They can't Michelangelo His Majesty. Big up that brethren there. You know, we love the comments, and please, I try to respond to every comment. You know, while the channel is growing, I know that there'll come a time when I cannot do that, but while I can, I'm full enjoying the interaction. Again, we're building a core audience, so let us interact. Drop a comment where you're calling in from as a Lion Pride. You know, if you consider yourself a part of the Lion Pride, if you subscribe, you're part of the Lion Pride. I said that, but you have to own it. And I know that it takes time, and we're at episode 90, so I hope I've started to demonstrate the consistency that would say, all right, this is a brethren I can invest in, this is a brethren I can put time into, this is a brethren I can follow the journey, because we're trying to be consistent. We're dropping content every day, either episodes or clips every day. And again, we give thanks. We're trying to build a core audience here, and that core audience is going to be on the Lion Pride on Patreon. So if you have a $10 a month, $20 a month that you feel you can invest, you give Netflix and these other platforms, particularly my Rastafari family, invest in the platform. We have big plans for the Lion Voice network. My superpower is my network. I am very well connected in several spaces. I've been blessed, over 20 years, coming up on my 20-year anniversary in legal practice. Also, within the music industry, I've been in the music industry for some time, over 20 years actively working in the Rastafari community on the front lines, both in the United States, in Jamaica, in Africa. So one of the things that I've been able to do is to build a network that, I think is the blessing that the Almighty has given to I, knowing all these people. And I'm starting to expose the network on the Lion Talk. However, again, we want ones to invest with us, become a core member on Patreon. We're going to start doing Zoom calls over there. We're going to form a collective over there on Patreon. This is I'm on Vision, so that we can execute certain things that I'm on have always envisioned executing for the movement, and just in general, just powerful works. But it starts on the Patreon. Also, we have exclusive content. I'm going to be sharing my repatriation journey as we build our house, as we acclimatize on the continent. We're going to be sharing all of those more personal aspects with the core family over there on Patreon. So become a part of the Patreon and see how we can build together. So, to summarize, 5 tips for maintaining long-term relationship. We said 1, unity of vision. 2, communication. 3, keep it spicy. 4, patience and understanding. 5, forgiveness. These are 5 things to maintaining long-term relationship. Of course, always, brethren, maintain your masculine frame. I'm going to do a video on the masculine frame. I think His Imperial Majesty Emperor Haile Selassie I is the embodiment of the masculine frame and what that looks like upon earth in the highest form. So we want to always maintain that kingly masculine frame throughout. That means don't get lazy in a relationship because you're together. Things, try sit up straight, try hold yourself, try live good, do good, be good.
She's like the flowers in my garden, and her heart has never hardened, and she give me loving in the morning. Babylon, you a go fall without no warning. Black woman, I said I wanna be your lover, and I don't want any other. You alone, I could be my children's mother. But no struggle, so we both could help each other. And then I wanna be your lover, and I don't want any other. You alone, I could be my children's mother. But no struggle, so we both could help each other. Started in the village, now we in the city. Journey where we we have together, everybody see. Spent a little time out in captivity. Babylon, their plan was to destroy the family. Still I want you to bring a child for me. Maybe in the spring when birds are sing lovely, maybe we could plan to have a summer baby. I can be the man that you depend on. Put the pen to the paper, made a love song. Babylon, they separated us for so long, and the reason that they hated us was so wrong. Still the most High, he created us, we so strong. Then same Kushite and the Dogon. Love your melanin, no follow for them program. Black woman, me not go pass and you fi no one. No one, that's my slogan. Black woman, I said I wanna be your lover, and I don't want any other. You alone, I could be my children's mother. But no struggle, so we both could help each other. Then I wanna be your lover, and I don't want any other. You alone, I could be my children's mother. But no struggle, so we both could help each other. She's like the oxygen in my flame. Loving where we have nobody can contain. Love so powerful, survive shackle and chain. Love it cross the ocean way before planes. Love survive them torture, rape and dear pain. When one escape, then the other get blame. That's why I never put no one above you. That's why I'm not ashamed to say I love you. That's why them dirty Babylon, they judge you. Feel the power when I kiss and when I hug you. Hold you for hours when I think about how they grudge you. I'm a lion, so I'm never gonna bug you.